Welcome to the General's Gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Open RA. We are your host, the General's Gentlemen, and our players for today will be FiveAces as our British.
And Smitty as the Ukraine. This is actually on the balance patch, or the experimental beta, whatever it's called, 2.1. So we get to see some of the upcoming balance changes. I have no idea what they are, but I'm sure some of you will appreciate it. And at least this is kind of this exclusive sneak peek. Makes us feel like we're special, you know? We're in this secret club.
Yeah, and there's a few members of the club. There are a half dozen spectators, including Doomhammer, so
Oh, wow.
it's kind of cool.
Doomhammer is a big deal. Yeah, there's actually a few community members do content for OpenRA. Either way, we are on a water map this time. There's actually some water, so we could see some naval units.
Nuclear subs.
Yeah, and I know
Yeah.
Blake's a big fan of the nuclear subs. That's how he beat a bunch of noobs at some local land tournament.
Defending RFLAN Open RA champion.
Yeah.
Digging it, man, digging it.
Yep.
Until you try and beat me at the next one and try and take my prizes away. So,
Well,
yeah.
it was sad because last RFN they didn't actually didn't run the Open RA
They didn't?
tournament. We didn't try.
Yeah.
We were trying to
Try to get him to do it.
I think it was like 2 a.m. They did a Supreme Commander tournament, and we were like, yeah, so Open RA, because Blake needed to win a tournament because he kept coming runner-up like every tournament that day. GG runner-up Hawk was his new Steam name.
That was me, indeed. But no, we didn't end up running it. So hopefully we'll have a chance to soon. More oils on this map as well, as it turns out. So two kind of safe oils, and then
those
your
ones,
more
yeah, wow.
expansive ones as well on those two corners of the map.
And actually, it's weird because we haven't seen FiveAces go for it, so that one hasn't been captured. Could actually be denied if we see just a dog sent over there, or even just a rifle squad if you can get rifle infantry if you can get there long enough.
Really early tank pressure from the looks of things as well. War Factory out, and he goes for the early tank as opposed to going for another refinery. 2 tanks actually. So this is a lot of early aggression coming out here from FiveAces.
So maybe that's his plan, is that FiveAces thinks that his opponent is going to overinvest in capturing the oils and getting a lot of infantry out, and if you just go straight for the jugular, takes out some of his harvesters, maybe I get some damage done. He has the backwards refineries, so that's going to make it a little bit harder to be aggressive, and actually builds mobile flak. The thing is though, he actually can't build a heavy tank because he needs the service depot, so that's really all he can do. So he's going for the power plant rather than a harvester.
It's weird. I wouldn't say that's incredibly crippling, but okay, yeah, it pulls away from the power plant now. Has rifle infantry on the side here as well. So I'm not sure if he's maybe looking for rocket troops. Doesn't get there in time to deny the oil capture of the engineer, but the rifle infantry should be able to deny the engineer here and then maybe take out the oil on top of that.
Yeah, engineer goes down, and this oil will eventually go down. This is actually pretty durable. So these light tanks will take some time, but the infantry should clean that up.
It looks like things just not wanting to overextend with the tanks here and just make sure that the rifle infantry is in the right spot to deny any rocket troops coming in.
Does that blow up? Because in Red Alert 3, it's quite a... Yeah, the tanks are being pulled away.
Yeah.
Nice. And we do have the service depot finished now, so we should see some heavy tanks hit the field. But it seems weird going for the power plant because you're going to repair buildings, whereas the harvesters can't be repaired, not until you get the service depot. But either way, given how small the base is, he was going to struggle to actually get anything done when there were rocket troops being built.
You can actually leave that top oil as well. He's going to, has an engineer coming up. However, the engineer, is that an engineer from...
It's FiveAces.
On...
British guy.
No, is there another engineer at the top left? So...
Oh, that's a
was that
rifle
chilling?
infantry.
Oh, it's rifle infantry. Yeah, okay, so that might be able to deny the engineer if it gets there soon enough.
Not in
so.
position though, so he's going to actually give this one away. It flashes just like in CNC generals.
Yeah.
And a fair bit of infantry here for our red Soviet, Smitty, or the Ukraine. And it's taken.
Stolen away, nice play. Push going to be coming in on the right-hand side here. Smitty's going to have to rotate his troops back in to this one. No real tanks in the air, but should be enough rocket infantry to deal with those tanks. And nothing really to snipe.
There's actually a hospital here as well. He can cap that one. We'll be able to heal his infantry. But still no oil caps for FiveAces, apart from that one in the corner. But it looks like he's going to be sending his engineer down now. It'll take him a while, but he'll eventually get it.
She could find a nice engagement here. They're actually going to go for this one, and it's mainly rocket troops here for Smitty.
Yeah, they didn't go too well, did it? But if he can get control of the ore fields, he'll deny the mining, which is very important. Goes for some crushes as well with those light tanks.
As we're getting taken down there. The infantry rotating back.
Flanking around the side is Smitty. We see a Hind now on the field. No damage was done there. Refineries, the Harvest is going to be mining, undeterred.
Really not a good engagement for the Hind. If actually, going to pick up a few troops here, actually.
Yeah, I think he's actually cleaned up all the rocket troops.
Yeah.
Now it's just rifle infantry left. Nice play.
Very nicely played. Yeah, with the barracks just there, doesn't want to overextend, however, and just going to pull back for now, keeping the Hind alive. It's important, and finally it was being capped in favour of FiveAces as well.
Yeah, he's got that one. He should be on his way to the other oil soon, but very forward construction yard from Smitty, so maybe he'll go for his own forward barracks to recapture that oil. Hasn't even been captured to begin with, where I'm sure he would assume that it has been captured earlier on in the game.
Behind his wrecking face. So many rifle infantry going down here.
Yep, heavy
flame towers here as well. Going to be covering both of the barracks. Obviously expecting some infantry pressure here. Just Smitty just wanting to defend that left flank.
I like this map because there's a lot of low yield patches. So they're going to have to expand out very aggressively and be quite mobile because they can't camp so many different of these ore patches along the map.
Yeah.
But there's a decent army here for Smitty going for the left flank. He actually may catch FiveAces completely off guard. This is his vision. So let's see how surprised he gets. He's rallying his troops in the center of the map.
Hind's getting a bit of scouting done here as well. Has revealed the construction down in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, but this would be a terrible time to go for it.
Okay,
Chinook here as well.
Yeah, I know what the Chinook's for. Okay, he sees the army now. He's like, oh crap.
Oh no.
He actually may snipe this MCV down.
He does. Yeah, I guess the MCV sniped really nicely and actually avoids the rocket troops here as well. Cuts out a heavy tank on the side. Beautiful play here from FiveAces. Smitty having his reinforcements cut off here.
Sorry, I have no idea why that's so loud. I didn't change the volume since the last game and it's like twice as loud. Anyway, yeah, that was a great pickup. That's going to be very costly. We'll slow down his expansion. And still, there is another construction yard in the corner. So it's not his only expansion.
Top oil still held by FiveAces at this stage of the game. So no oil income for Smitty, having his safe oil already taken out. At this stage in the game, it's much harder to harass those oils, so it turns out to be a pretty good opener for FiveAces, sniping the oil down early.
I wonder if open RA you can get a combat Chinook, which has point defense lasers and can garrison rocket troops inside.
And probably not.
I don't know
Even though maybe that's where the terrible idea came from.
Yeah, it's like the
generals.
The four factions. It's like England, France, Germany, Air Force General. Those are the four factions for allies.
These Hinds are doing work. I have to say that the Hind micro is really on point here for FiveAces. He's been picking off troops, never extending. Really, I don't even think he's been attacked by a rocket troop this entire game.
Oh, Owen has. Look, he's been
okay.
wounded. You can actually repair that on the service depot. I think, unless the helipad repairs it. Either way, he can repair it.
Yeah.
So he needs to just be careful he doesn't get these Hinds too low. Tesla coil. That won't save you versus these Hinds. There are some rocket troops here, though. Will he just go for the refinery?
Like he will. Ooh, that's speedy.
Spies. What? I think that may be a spy that died. One of the observers was saying something.
Okay.
I don't know what the spies look like. They had a little symbol there before, so I think that was actually the spies that ran up north and died. But yeah, the Hind, how many is there now? There's still only 4, but 4 is enough to kill those buildings very, very quickly.
Push going to be started by Smitty here. Has a really decent composition. Even some V2 rockets mixed in. That's nice.
It's V2. I was calling it V1 in the last game. But either way, this army from Smitty is pretty powerful.
V2 rockets are certainly going to help out against the clumped infantry here.
The main thing for FiveAces is to try and snipe down the rocket infantry, so then the Hinds can swoop in and pick them off, but there's just too many of them. I can count at least 10.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's going to be too effective unless he gets some artillery. Oh, nice pickup there with the V2.
Beautiful micro. Very nice. Yeah, picks the V2 off on the side. Swooping around to get the other one as well here, Machine.
I want to look at his vision because I want to see his decision making of where he attacks.
Really nice. Just trying to get these V2s a little bit out of position here. At least it's suggesting to Smitty that he can't attack because if he does, the Hinds are going to swoop him from behind and snipe.
Like
the V2s, he can get one now.
There's still rock troops are behind it, but it's probably out of position. Yeah, that's very fragile. Is the V2? There's actually technician, the mechanics repairing those tanks. That's quite cool. And can he go for the base? It's hard to.
V2.
It's hard to know where there's no anti-air.
Yeah.
Camping out the barracks would be nice to just snipe off them one at a time. Oh, SAM turret's been built. Nice work. Gonna take out actually only one of the Hinds.
Ain't no build time of those things as well. They get built inside construction yards, so they can just get thrown down, and the Hinds have got to be careful about that.
Oh, that was a little bit sloppy.
Probably why we haven't seen them sticking around when it comes to engagements around these construction yards already being set up. Scared of SAM turrets going down.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's a bit hard to dive your opponent's base when you can build those turrets.
Would like to see a transition to maybe a bit of artillery here for FiveAces. Certainly help out against this clumped infantry, especially with the vision that he gets from the Hinds. It could be really easy to set those arty up in the right position. He does actually have some.
Here we go.
There we go.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I don't know why it took him so long to build those.
Yeah.
That is disastrous.
To be fair, he probably had them built before I called it, but yeah, so that's nice.
Still, FiveAces is running out of map control. He's a little bit behind in economy. He's contained in his base. Oh, look at this. Naval yard. Oh wow,
here we go.
destroyers.
Terrible amount of them as well, sniping down these. Or trucks.
Nice.
Nice. Or trucks going down.
So they don't have a lot of range, but he can pick off some of the ore collectors. Let's see how much vision they have. I have a feeling they might actually have more attack range than they have vision.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the case though. But getting some scout with, say, Hind might be a good idea here, just to make sure you can get those shots off. There's no naval of submarine pen, I think it's called, for the Soviets. So these destroyers have some pretty free reign for now. This is giving me a little bit of PTSD from those games of Subcom where we just got wrecked by those naval units.
Yeah.
And after that, we were like, you know what, like, let's play a land map only.
Yeah, it sounds like a plan.
Oh, so I have vision here, so maybe the range isn't too good. You got one of those collectors.
And nothing really else in addition to that. Still good pressure, nice having control. The Navy, that ore derrick's actually still up. Still hasn't been denied or recaptured here.
Yeah, he still has that. FiveAces has two oils, and that one is neutral. So the oil control is definitely not prioritized, it would seem, in these open RA games. Oh, there we go. Finally killing it is Smitty.
BT rockets are actually out of position there. We might see the Hinds swoop in.
I just want to see that big battleship, the artillery one. I don't know what it's called. The one that you can siege bases with it.
Yeah.
What does he need for it? Tech lab? I don't think he has a tech lab. I don't see one at least. Investing a lot in these Hinds.
MCB gets sniped down here. And 2 more V2 rockets as well.
The MiG actually picked off one of the artillery pieces, which allows his infantry to march forwards.
Another artillery piece coming in from this right-hand side. Might find a nice engagement. V2 rocket, at least one of them still available here.
Oh, mammoth tank. So we do have the tech lab for the Ukraine player. And the Hinds can't go into this. Far too many rockets.
Surprised we don't see them move around a bit. Really are focused on just dealing with this artillery. Smitty doesn't push into his base, but I think you get so much punishing damage down if he just pushes out a little bit more and finds where the MCBs aren't.
Well, money shot with the artillery, but only will get 2 off before the MiGs pick him up. You can probably go into this though. There isn't a lot of rocket troops, especially as the riflemen are fighting. Yeah, going in now. I just picked up the V2, doesn't fully commit. I think the mammoth tanks actually have air attacks, or at least they have infantry attacks. No, fully committing now. This is cleaning up all the infantry. Loses none. No, I think all the Hinds survived that one.
Yeah, that was really nicely microed actually.
Meanwhile, we have minefields being laid. It's gonna prevent counterattacks on the side with the mammoth tanks or whatever ground troops there are.
Certainly will limit the mobility of Smitty here. Most of the map getting cleaned up of resources now. Fields slowly going out. Oil is going to become more important.
I can't see his
As
production.
well, some degree of unit preservation, even though it's open RA.
I just want to see the naval siege unit just kill his base. I guess he has to worry about the MiGs, but the destroyers can probably attack air. Or at least I'm sure there is an anti-air naval unit
It's
that he
that
can mix
carpet
in.
bomb coming down as well. So,
Oh, over here.
yeah.
The Badger bomber. Yeah,
A lot of the planes already got shot down. But
there's also a lot of mammoths. Look at this. It's actually dropping some rocket troopers in with a Chinook to snipe down these harvesters. That's a fantastic play. Britannia's been built. Britannia v mammoth tanks. Not a good fight for the Tanya.
Fantastic. Those bombers were mainly dodged, so bit of the infantry surviving there, but thanks to getting work done. The destroyers are slowly making their way up the coast, but there's really not a lot that they can do.
Yeah, they have the control of the water, but there's not much there to do until they get some arty. Maybe he can snipe down the barracks and the radar, but that should be about it. Unless he goes for some amphibious transports, that would be sick. I would love to see him drop in some tanks and just try and wreak some havoc, but still the problem is these MiGs. But either way, the medium tanks are actually trying to fight these mammoth tanks, and oh, he stole a mammoth tank. Wow.
Thank you.
The hijacker or whatever the unit's called.
Nice win for FiveAces if you can keep that one alive. I'm thinking about going in here. Maybe a lack of rocket troops, though still a decent amount.
I see a chronosphere. And a tech lab, okay. No, I'm just looking for the iron curtain. I don't see it.
No.
I don't trust myself.
No,
No, it's not there.
I don't see it. 5 minutes, 15 seconds on this GPS satellite as well for FiveAces. Destroyers are very sad that they're not getting work done, sniping down a few more ore trucks.
Yeah, probably on an Australian internet connection if it takes 5 minutes to get a GPS connection.
Sounds right. That's why we just sit in parking lots, just waiting for our GPSs to connect. So.
Yeah. Oh, I hear things are shooting at things somewhere. I don't know where it is though. Or is it these destroyers? So the destroyers do have air attacks.
Yeah.
Oh, is there actually a wow? I think you can actually micro this, because the rocket attack from the destroyer doesn't seem to track for very long. So if he swiftly turns around the MiG, it looks like you can actually evade the rocket attack,
It seems like it.
like in 0 Hour where the projectiles time out.
So we'll see. We're about to see if there's a SAM site ready to go. Spot on right. Heinz is still looking to go in.
Oh,
Is
nice.
that mammoth attack as well. Okay, nice. Destroyers have found the range onto the oil refinery. Where's
Yeah,
that MiG coming in from? Up, off the map.
Yeah. My people needs me. Refinery goes down. There's still another refinery there though, so not a big deal.
Might be able to find some other stuff to snipe. See, there's Heinz going into the bottom now.
Oh, they're trying to mine, but there's actually a Tesla coil there. No, you can't mine that.
Can't mind those, machine. Just getting some work done, getting some snipes off. We have a lot of anti-air here for FiveAces. He's not really added to this hind count either. He's stayed on about 6. It's about half a dozen.
Yeah, any more than that, I think it's just too easy for them to get killed very fast. Oh, okay, the phase transport crushes some of the rocket troops.
Couple more of them coming in. Double phase transport here. They're going to clean up all the rocket troops, and that means the Heinz can probably go in here. Probably see FiveAces looking for a fight.
Yep, gonna be attacking even with his own stolen mammoth tank. So there's actually a Tesla core in the middle as well.
Couple more crushes coming out.
Yeah, he's trying to attack around.
Yeah, trying to find out where the phase transport is.
Alright, what's this? That's another destroyer.
I don't know about this investment into destroyers by FiveAces.
Yeah, because how much more is he gonna kill?
I don't know. I'm not really sure what's ready to go in range. This one's going to work out, I suppose, taking
Nice.
out the ore truck, hopefully. So. There just really isn't a naval presence here from Smitty. He hasn't gone for anything.
Oh, there it is. Gonna be charging his infantry into the Tesla coil. Rifle infantry, Mammoth defending the line as well.
Enough rifle infantry in the front to try and take out these rocket troops.
Yeah, gonna be building a flame tower. That should be very effective. But there is actually a lot of damage. They're pretty clumped up though. Does push through. Actually, this tech center is a little bit exposed. If you can just get a little bit more of an angle in, you can take that out.
Certainly possible, though. Smitty currently pulling everything to defend that location. I think wanting to keep it up, and I think really suffering now. We're heading into... I suppose he could kill the late game after 20 minutes now. He doesn't have a lot in terms of income. Finding it hard to replace these Mammoth tanks.
Carpet bomb.
3 ore trucks go down there, I believe, machines. So.
Tesla coil within range of the advanced power plant. See some more Hinds. There's the 7.
Phase transport gets forgotten, finds a few more crushers.
Oh, that's the Iron Curtain, right?
Yeah.
Or the Chronosphere. Yeah, the Chronosphere. I don't know where it went.
Yeah, we still see these Hinds refusing to be aggressive anywhere there's a construction yard set up. They really are just scared of the SAM sites coming in.
Yeah, the Mammoths are actually attacking. Fair bit of support here as well with the infantry. This could be the breakthrough that Smitty has been looking for. These tanks are still looking pretty strong.
Ore trucks are trying to draw a rocket fire here.
Alright, the infantry's been cleaned up. Can the Hinds go in now?
Should be able to. As the rocket troops are down, probably just confident in his ability with his own rocket troops to take out those Mammoth tanks.
Well, wants to vet up his own Mammoth tank. Yeah, I actually don't remember if Mammoth can attack air units. That's probably why he's not going in, if he's worried about that. I just want to see a bunch of units drive over these mines and blow up. That'd be so good. GPS. Oh yeah, GPS.
Satellites up. So.
Go to FiveAces vision. Double Tesla coil. Attacking that's going to be a little bit risky. He's going to lose his Mammoth tank.
And it's really hard to push into. Sniping down 1 Tesla coil is one thing because you can kind of burst it if you get enough tank damage in, but sniping down 2 Tesla coils when they're on that kind of an angle is very difficult.
So this is the GPS scrambler. So he knows where all the units are on the map. I don't know if he can see the buildings or that's just us being a spectator.
It's going to help the destroyers out here.
Yeah.
Certainly seem to have a bit more attack range than their vision would suggest. That one attacking the radar dome here, so it's going to help those out. Line's also going to find targets, hopefully, here.
Income looks pretty even.
Across the board for this game. So.
Let's just go back to the regular vision. Radar will go down shortly. Unless the Miz can actually clean him up here.
Needs a couple more shots to take it out.
Not exactly.
Not very efficient.
Yeah, they're not exactly torpedo bombers, are they? Okay, another Chronosphere, I think. Unless it's just like my power going out. Wouldn't surprise me. Because we had the water go out the other day.
So every time 2 Tesla coils fire at once, it just drains too much power
Right.
and your screen goes a little bit dark. So.
Okay, another thing happened. Atom bomb. Heinz looking for some more action too. It's going to limit the building placement and the harvesting. All these destroyers, all these Heinz. Just punishing...
A lot of good places the atom bomb could actually go down here.
Yeah.
Taking out crucial buildings. There's double airfields on that right hand side as well as a factory that'll deny a lot of production.
I think that was a spy plane that went off there. The Tesla coil, it actually is attacking here. Mammoth tanks are pretty durable versus the Tesla coil if they're undefended. We actually have some arty platforms as well. The artillery. It's such a bland term, just artillery. That's just the name of it, artillery.
I mean, that's what it does, isn't it? It fires very bland artillery shells, so...
Well, it's like what kind of artillery? Is it rocket artillery? Is it a howitzer? It is a howitzer.
It's artillery
yeah.
machine, so yeah. It's a howitzer. Rather than a rocket, which is more fun. So SAM site gets sniped down.
GG.
And there's the GG.
Yeah, I don't think Smitty had much left.
No, and a real lack of income as well.
Yeah.
You can see by putting the refinery right next to your opponent's army. Get that one down.
Yeah, a moment of silence for those mines that didn't do anything the entire game. But I guess that's kind of the point of mines, is like mines generally don't blow up things, they just limit mobility. Which when you have an air army, limiting your opponent's mobility is pretty important. So very, very well played game by FiveAces. I love his hind control, picking off the infantry, being very careful with them, making sure he wouldn't go in a bit too deep after a lot of rocket troops. He wouldn't get caught by the SAM sites. And yeah, he just was able to inflict a lot of harassment and Smitty couldn't handle.
Well surmised, Machine.
Yeah.
Well surmised. Thank you for joining us for this little foray into OpenRA. Hope you enjoyed it. You can, of course, check it out using the links below the video. It's a nice active community with tournaments and all that kind of fun things. So yeah, do check it out.
Yeah, and thanks again to the guys over at our OpenRA for sponsoring our videos. And yeah, that'll be it. So see you later, and hopefully you enjoyed the cast.
Cheers.